Welcome to Bourbon Country Reacts. In fact, welcome to the very first Bourbon Country Reacts, number one. So if this is a train wreck, blame Dustin. So if you do enjoy this video, give us a like, give us a share, and feel free to subscribe. We plan on doing several of these, and you know, we really hope you enjoy them. I guess since this is our first time doing this, we should probably introduce ourselves. We'll start with Kyle here.
How's it going? My name is Kyle. Lifelong music lover. Play guitar. Listen to all sorts of genres of music, but country music is not something I listen to very often. So this will be interesting.
And Dustin?
Yeah, so Kyle's obviously super modest. I think he slays the axe, but you know, that's at least that's what I've heard. I'm Dustin. I'm just here for the bourbon. So big bourbon fan. Go down to Kentucky all the time. Find as much as I can and try all the different flavors available to us.
Yeah. So one of the things, most of us, we're getting ready to do a song tonight that none of us have heard to our knowledge. Sometimes, you know, things get used in movies or something like that, and it'll ring a bell, usually the chorus or something. But none of us are, you know, country music fans. We've not listened to this stuff. And Dustin's right. Kyle is being modest. This dude's a shredder on guitar. He can play. I've been trying to figure out how to play for about 30 years now.
Well, maybe you should tell the folks your name, sir.
Oh yeah, I'm Keith. So yeah,
this is Keith's idea here. It's Bourbon Country Reviews, where we review bourbon and country.
Yeah, so we're going to talk to you about man. That's a great segue.
That was a good one.
So what we have as far as bourbon to review is Horse Soldier. It's barrel proof, right?
This is the barrel proof version.
What does barrel proof mean to the neophytes?
So
It's
barrel,
hot.
yeah, the barrel proof means it's the juice right out of the barrel.
Okay.
They don't add any water to it. It's straight the juice that comes out of the barrel.
Is that to make it more of a pure bourbon aficionado experience?
You'll get more flavors.
You'll get more flavors, but it comes with a lot more punch.
That's right.
Okay.
And this bottle is actually a little bit special. So this is not only the Horse Soldier barrel proof, but it's also a Meyer barrel pick. So that means that there's a guy at Meyer that goes to distilleries. He's actually really good at it too.
Mm-hmm.
And he picked this barrel from several to sell in his store specifically.
Interesting.
So
And my experience with my experience with Meyer barrel picks is he's right. They do a good job of it.
he does a great
All
job.
right.
Plus, we think this is a cool bourbon because it's Horse Soldier. And if you guys, a lot of you, I promise you, already know the story of Horse Soldier because you've seen the movie 12 Strong. So the commander of ODA, Operational Detachment Alpha 595 from Special Forces Group, and several other SF buddies, they got out of the military and said, what in the world are we going to do with our lives now? And they all liked bourbon, and they decided to build a distillery.
You're kidding.
No, it's a true story. So I've actually got a bottle. Dustin and I went down and got a bottle signed by the commanding officer of ODA 595.
It's also a barrel proof.
It's also a barrel proof, and nobody's allowed to drink it except for somebody that's within the Special Forces community.
Very cool.
So when those guys show up to my house, they can have some of that. Anybody else, no way. But we've talked an awful lot now. We think it's probably time to start getting into some music.
Yeah, what have we got queued up?
So, yeah, what we have is, let me pop it up here. Nobody's Home by Clint Black. And like I say, to my knowledge, I've never heard this. I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah. Is this going to be Nashville slick produced or raw Western country? I don't know.
I don't know who Clint Black is.
I've heard his name.
Fair enough.
I don't think I know this song.
I kind of suspect that if country music fans are watching this, they just kind of started melting down just now. You've never heard of Clint Black.
We're Midwesterners raised on radio and MTV. and Keith's
I'm
background.
a metalhead from West Virginia. Of all the people here that should be in the country, it's me, and I
Right.
just never have been.
Just that's how it works. But so we're all kind of new to the genre. So let's give it a listen.
Cheers, boys.
Yep. Here we go.
Slowly to my dressing drawer, put my blue jeans on. I'm my cowboy boots, my button down, strap my timepiece on my arm. Grab my billfold, my pocket change, just I'm the soul routine. Then it's out the door and down the street. It's not really me.
All right, before they get into that, so I hear that steel guitar,
Oh, yeah.
and to me that is one of that and fiddles kind of define
Sure.
country to me. When you add banjos in, you get bluegrass.
That's absolutely right.
But so it sounds pretty well produced.
Yep, I would agree. The lyrics there, I was really kind of getting a chuckle out of it because it's kind of like he's just running down his deck. Got to get his cowboy boots, got to get his blue jeans, his billfold. Kind of like, where's this going? It's just getting ready.
Every oil worker in West Virginia at about 4:30 in the morning,
Exactly, right? It's
every
relatable.
lineman, that's.
The thing I noticed the most was that twang in his voice. He's definitely got that country twang.
Yeah.
This has a little bit of twang.
Yeah, you weren't kidding about that punch. It has one
No,
sip.
it's all
A
good.
little fire in the
What is-
belly.
What do you think?
I like it.
Pretty good?
I'm holding judgment. That first drink never tells me.
Yeah, you got to have a couple.
But I can say this about Clint Black. Dude's got a good voice.
Absolutely.
True.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I've never heard him, but he has a pleasing voice.
I mean, it's that country twang. Like,
Yeah.
when I think country twang, he's got it.
Yeah, it sounds quintessentially country. Doesn't it?
A little bit.
Clint, essentially.
Well, that's what you
Oh,
Kyle. All right.
all right.
My
I'm
first
gonna
and
back
last
this.
appearance on the channel.
I'm gonna back this up a little bit, because it was starting to bridge into something. I don't know what's coming, but it was starting to bridge into something, and I want to catch that bridge again.
Okay.
Let me back it up just a hair, and off we go.
Really me. I still comb my hair the same, still like the same alone. I still drive that pickup truck, same thing still on. Since you left, everybody says I'm not the guy they know. That's so wrong. Nobody's home.
All right, that chorus was slick.
That was unexpected.
The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool in the bridge too. He's talking about he hadn't changed,
Yeah.
so clearly she has. Is that the implication here?
Time will tell.
I don't know, man.
Maybe.
But I did enjoy that chorus. The lights are on, but nobody's home. I use that phrase on the regular.
Yeah. There's a lot of nice vocals layered in there.
All right, back to it then.
Cup of coffee and more. It's just food for the brain. I've been out since our last goodbye. Haven't felt a thing. But now there's pains in my head and pains in my chest. I think I'm losing my hair. I'm half a man with half a mind. Think you didn't care. I still comb my hair the same, still like the same cologne.
Now, that was kind of cool. So they stepped up they shifted the key up.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like they brought in a lot more instruments.
Yeah, definitely layered in more tracks there to give it, flesh it out.
Suddenly started hearing the fiddle.
I love it. So it's got the twang, it's got the steel guitar, and it's got the fiddle.
Well, clearly we have a country song.
It has to be.
Definitely a country song.
But no, I really enjoyed that kind of ramp up.
Oh yeah. Whenever you get like a key shift like that, it definitely adds a lot of energy to the track, adds a lot of passion. When you can shift up or you can shift down, and that was a clear shift up in pitch, and really pleasing.
Was there a tempo change too, or did that stay?
No, it stays pretty. I think it's pretty much in the pocket.
I heard the guitars kind of step out front a little more too.
You can get a little bit more attack on in the strings when you want to add a little more passion, a little more energy, things like that. You don't necessarily have to step up the tempo. Sometimes you do when this is from, what year was this? 88?
89.
89. So there's a real drummer playing on this, and they're not doing it in Pro Tools. They're not lining it up to a click track. So yeah, maybe the drummer got a little excited there, stepped it up a bit.
I'm glad you brought that up, because if we get into reacting to country music that's all Pro Tools and electronic, you may lose me. I prefer real musicians.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
All right, well, off that tangent and back to it.
Same old bank still on. Since you left, everybody says I'm not the guy they know. Lights are on, but nobody's home.
That was interesting there.
Yeah.
I saw you you wanted to strum a little bit, but I'm definitely not the music aficionado, but have you guys ever seen a steel guitar played?
Oh yes.
It's flat across.
Right.
That blew my mind the first time I saw that.
And they have the pedal steel guitar where there's actual foot pedals that will change the pitch of the strings as you play, and adds a whole nother dimension to it. But I think that was just a regular pedal steel or lap steel in there, and I really like the instrumentation aligning with the lyrics. And when he said lights are on,
right?
You get the drums.
That's
like
actually kind of a metalhead trick.
Right.
Blam, blam, just punch you with everything at the same time.
Absolutely. If everybody stops and just plays on the beat right then, you can really emphasize the lyric.
Did you notice they did that at least once and combined it with a key change to add a little extra?
Yeah, it's a
It's a neat composition.
It's not a cliche or a trope or anything like that, but it's a technique in songwriting. There's only so many chords, right?
Right.
There's only so many, so you got to mix it up. You got to do clever things, and the boys in Nashville are very clever.
All right, so if you're watching this, I kind of want to know something. Key changes in metal mid-song are a little uncommon. Some bands do it. Really, some of the best bands do it. But they also tend to come with, it's almost like some of those bands will smash two completely different songs together and put a transmission in.
It's almost like we have an A part and we have a B part, and I've got this C part written that I've never fit in anywhere. Well, we can just force it in.
Let's shove it into this song. So this song used the key changes kind of simultaneously with bringing instruments in and out.
Yeah.
And did it real effect? What I want to know from the viewers out there, leave us comments and tell us, is that a common thing in country music?
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I mean, is that something we can expect as we review
That-
more and more of these?
As you know, because as it is not our preferred genre, those are things that perk my ears up and make me want to be intrigued and listen to hear more. And so I find it, as I age, very satisfying. Quite frankly, I mean, that was a decent tune, man.
Well, it was a relatable experience.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's a lot of, they say the best comedy is relatable, and the best art's relatable. So it's just like a country music lyric, you just kind of lay out the lifestyle there, and you paint a picture that people can look at and see themselves.
Well, yeah, I mean, she left, clearly. He said she left. And he hadn't changed, and he's kind of just sitting around with the brown drink wondering,
Mhm.
hey, I didn't change, what happened?
How'd they get here?
Yeah, how'd that happen? That's a common story.
I've been there.
So, speaking about the brown drink, let's hear your thoughts
I
on
was
it.
just wondering what you guys thought of the brown drink. So to me, this definitely has, it's Horse Soldier, right? It's their brand. I think he did it. It's a little bit different than most of the other Horse Soldiers I've had. There is a little bit of honestly kind of an interesting twang to this specific bottle. I'm gonna keep using that word, but I like it. I think for what is this? This is 134 proof.
You're kidding.
I am. It's actually 100 proof. 100.9.
Okay, I was going to say, that's the smoothest 130 I've ever
It's
had.
it's bottle number 134.
Okay.
But it is 100.9 proof.
No, I don't.
That sounds about right.
I don't know much about bourbon, but I do know I feel cool drinking this. Like knowing the backstory about Horse Soldier and supporting the company, it's like, yeah, this is some authentic.
They
drink.
seriously make some. I mean, from their single barrel all the way up through their Commander Select.
Well, the Commander Select's a different level.
That's
I've had that.
it's good stuff. Yeah.
So we're going to get, we're going to get some country music fans, and we're going to get some bourbon drinkers, and some that are both, that are going to look at this. And I'm going to go ahead and warn you guys that this is not a Kentucky bourbon, and you can tell.
Mhm.
It's bourbon. It's bottled in Florida, and you can actually taste that the water they used is a little different. That's not saying it's bad. I'm just telling you it's got a little bit of a different taste. And this one's growing on me. Maybe it's that high proof doing that, but it's growing on me.
Could be, but it's very strong aroma, strong flavor, all kinds of notes of like a butterscotch candy, a little bit of cinnamon.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
I get a little bit of that in it, but also it's like you feel it right away.
So, but
Just like this.
for 100 proof, I mean, I noticed this right away, but my tongue's a little bit, I'm used to this stuff. For me, at 100 proof, it's still pretty smooth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I'd agree. It's smoother than it should be
Yeah,
at that proof level.
for sure.
So, all right. Well, we hope you enjoyed our reaction to the Clint Black. I actually enjoyed the Clint
We're
Black.
gonna have to try out some more Clint Black.
Yeah, I think so. Also, you guys leave us comments. Tell us, we don't know anything about country music. Tell us what to listen to.
Yeah. Smash
Teach us
that like
country.
button.
Smash
Subscribe.
it. Yep. Smash that like button, subscribe, and tell us what we need to watch and listen to
And-
learn country music.
And if there's any bourbons that we might be surprised by.
Surprise us with bourbons. Now, Dustin and I have got a pretty good bourbon collection. It might not
Yeah,
be
It's
easy
to surprise me, but these two you have to work.
But take a shot at it. We're always looking for that mid-price bourbon that's a sleeper that nobody knows about
That's right.
and just knocks your socks off for, $30, $40 a bottle. So if you know about one of those, let us know. And until next time,
See ya.
See ya.